All right, we are on pages 76 and 77. This video will cover both pages. And we're getting ready for Module 4. And this Are You Ready page is just a nice review of how to convert improper fractions to mixed numbers, and then some facts and some vocabulary. So let's check it out. All right. So right off the bat, we're reviewing improper fractions to mixed numbers. And an improper fraction looks kind of like this, and a mixed number looks like this. And the question has, how do you get from the improper fraction to the mixed number? And I'm going to explain to you the way they're trying to teach this. I'm going to cover it up. And if this doesn't make tons of sense to you, you can kind of do whatever tricks that you know how. So check this out. 13 fifths means we have a whole bunch of fifths. Some kids could say, though, that 5 over fifths is a whole. And then we have another 5 over 5. Now, how much do we have so far? Well, if you just add the numerators, we have this 5 plus this 5. That's a total of 10. And remember, we have to go up to 13, so I need 3 more. And they're called fifths. Now, I want to point to you why that should make sense. 5 over 5 is the same thing as 1 whole, and 5 over 5 is the same thing as 1 whole. And this is not quite the same thing as 1 whole. So if you add up this 1 and this 1, how many do you get? You get 2, and the remainder is 3 fifths. So that's an explanation of why that works. Most kids, though, let me show you what most kids do. Most kids, for like number 1, do 9 divided by 4, which is 2. And then they go 2 times 4 is 8, and I have to get up to 9, so I have 1 remaining. And then the denominator stays the same. That's what most kids do, and that's a much faster way. 8 divided by 3 is 2. 2 times 3 is 6. To get up to 8 is 2 more, so there's 2 remaining, with denominator stays the same. 23 divided by 6 is 3, because 3 times 6 is 18, plus 5 more makes 23, which makes my numerator 5. My denominator remains 6. 11 divided by 2 is 5. 2 goes into 11 5 times with 1 left. The denominator stays 2. So these go pretty fast. If you want to think about it the way they did it at the top, that's fine too. Number 5, 17 divided by 5 is 3, with 2 remaining. 3 times 5 is 15, plus 2 is 17 over 5. 8 goes into 15 one whole time, almost 2, but not quite, with 7 remaining. And so we can just check our work. 1 times 8 is 8, plus this 7 makes 15, and that stays over 8. 10 goes into 33 3 times, with 3 remaining. And 12 goes into 29 2 times. That's 24, plus 5 makes 29. All right, so that is the top. That's a reminder of how to take an improper fraction and make it a mixed number. Let's check out the bottom. Bottom's just facts. We're going to rally through these as quick as we can. And that's even kind of the point with facts. We're supposed to go pretty quick. So maybe you should pause the video, hustle out those facts, and then check your answers using the track bar. 6 times 5 is 30. 8 times 9 is 72. 10 times 11 is 121. 7 times 8 is 56. 9 times 7 is 63. 8 times 6 is 48. 9 times 11 is 99. 11 times 12 is 132. 35 divided by 7 is 5. 56 divided by 8 is 7. 28 divided by 7 is 4. 48 divided by 8 is 6. 36 divided by 4 is 9. 45 divided by 9 is 5. 72 divided by 8 is 9. And 40 divided by 5 is 8. Okay, we're going to go ahead and just roll right into the next page. You need to actually turn in your page, and we'll do some vocabulary. It says, use the checkmark words to complete the triangle. You write the review word that fits the description in each section of triangle. So the options are to use the checkmark words, which are denominator, fraction, and numerator. Let's read our options. Part of a whole, the top number of a fraction, and the bottom number of a fraction. Well, the top number of a fraction is the numerator. And as your teacher, I'm going to try to use that term. I'm not going to say the top number. I'm going to call it the numerator. The bottom number of a fraction is the denominator. And the part of a whole is actually the fraction. The numerator is the part, and the denominator is the whole. And let's check out the vocabulary portion at the bottom of the page, and then we'll be done with these 2 pages. So this is a multiple choice. It says, in each grouping, select the choice that is described by the given vocabulary words. Number 1 is reciprocals. Reciprocals are not a number like this. This is a ratio. This is a division problem of fractions. Reciprocals are when you take a numerator and you switch it to a denominator. So check this out. Question C is the answer, or I'm sorry, option C is the answer, because if you simply flip 3 and 5 right here, if you switch the numerator and the denominator, you get this one right here. So the reason why these are reciprocals is because the numerators and the denominators flip-flopped. That's what the definition of a reciprocal is. All right, question number 2, mixed number. Which of these is a mixed number? I hope you know that this is a subtraction problem. This is a negative number. A mixed number is when you have a whole number along with a fraction. Option 3 says order of operations, and they all look like order of operations problems, but they're not all right. For example, if you do A, 5 minus 3, that's 2, and 2 plus 2, that's not equal to 0. That's just not right. So we've got to cross that one off. If you do B, you do 5 minus 3, you'd get 2. 2 plus 2 is equal to 4. That is correct. If you tried to get C, you'd go 5 minus 3. That's 2 plus 2 is not equal to 6. So that proves that the answer is B. They're all kind of order of operations problems, but only B was solved correctly. Okay, good. You are all ready for Module 4. Good job. You may resume on page 79.